I just remembered that series that was on TV, that Horrible Histories. I don't really think I've watched many of them, but I know that it's about horrible histories of England. And it can't really be that too much about Celtic histories because we don't know that much, do we? Because they didn't write out down. So the only accounts of it being horrible are what the Romans tried to claim in the writings. Well, that's pretty much it, really, isn't it? We don't really know. So the Horrible Histories programme is actually mainly about other history, you know, like Normans and Romans and, you know, Visigoths and God knows what, but it's all meant to be horrible according to this programme. So I doubt that they've covered the Celts, because we don't know that much about them. Or no individuals. We don't know about any individuals, that's the thing. We don't really... I think there's like maybe one or two druids or something we've got names of. But that's it. We don't really... You know, we've got there's Catmandua and Boadicea, but that's about it, you know? We don't really know much about them. But everything else has got detailed accounts through history. So, it's not looking too good, is it? Was this BBC? Oh, it was a BBC programme. So, you know, I've just seen they've started to do Royal British Legion adverts on TV since it's all been kicking off as well. And they've put a metal barrier around Victoria Tower, and they're flying a Lancaster bomber over Huddersfield, but not near the tower. But they've put a barrier around the tower. So that's some sort of hijacked jewellery. Not quite sure who that's meant to be. I should watch this programme. It might be good, actually. But I thought I'd noted that the BBC have done this Horrible Histories, which I'm not too sure. They did it in around 2020. They did it about 2 years ago. Maybe they knew what I know. Well, maybe they knew before I knew what's going on. Someone knew. How Horrible Histories became a huge hit. The BBC TV version of Horrible Histories has won yet another award. Now the kids show, which has become cult daytime viewing, is moving to a prime time slot. Apart from all the pies and sugar that we get them to buy and eat. The feedback from the BBC was unambiguous. We really like it, but we feel the poo quotient needs to be higher. Terry Drury, the creator of the wildly successful Horrible Histories children's publishing franchise, is recalling the 2-year journey to bring his books to the screen. At one time it was going to be based on a ghost train at a deserted fairground carrying 2 children into the past. But the BBC, to its credit, was very adventurous and said that it wanted a comedy sketch based format written by adult sketch show writers. It was the right call, since Horrible Histories first aired in 2009 on CBBC, the BBC's digital channel aimed at 6 to 12-year-olds. It has been a huge hit with viewers and has won a slew of awards, including a Royal Television Society award for Best Children Programme earlier this week. Isn't this the children who found themselves drawn into the show's Pythonesque, or it's like Monty Pythonesque sketches, which skip jauntily through the book's trademark theme, such as rotten Romans. So they're admitting the Romans were bad now. Groovy Greeks. All the Tudors were terrible. The vile Victorians. It's amazing it got aired. By the time the second series aired last summer, the programme had attracted a loyal audience of grown-ups, too, probably cake addicts. Parents watching with their children at first, but soon followed by students and pensioners as it quickly developed into cult daytime viewing. Some of the most popular sketches and songs from the show have attracted more than 500,000 hits each on YouTube. Perhaps the show's breakout moment came in January when it won the Best Sketch at the Comedy Awards. It's not funny though, is it? The first children's programme ever to do so. Crossover onto mainstream audience will be completed later this year when BBC One airs a repacked version of the show in primetime fronted by Stephen Fry. Instead of the current host, a talking rat called Rattus. There are even ongoing discussions to create a stage show featuring all actors which would tour arenas in the autumn, and there are murmurs of a movie. It's quite long, this. I'm not going to read it all. I'll scroll down, and you can just go on the website if you want to read it. But if you want to pause it, read, pause. David Baddiel's got something to do with it. The team is excellent. Victorian Dragon's Den. Spartan School Musical. The show's unique comedy pedigree among children programming has long been acknowledged by those in the business. I'll put a little sample of it, but YouTube will probably, unless I play it in reverse and slow it down or something. A comical Grim Reaper processing recently departed historical characters at the death check-in counter, and then laughing mercilessly at the farcical in the farcical manner in which they died. For example, King Edmund II, who was stabbed by a Viking hiding in his pit latrine, receives little sympathy from the Reaper. The Victorians fictionalised their history. We shouldn't try to dress up. It's brilliant. Stop it. Tristram Hunt, the historian and Labour MP, expressed concerns in December about Horrible Histories being adapted from primetime TV to cartoon content for adults. I expressed concerns. I'm not sure. Oh, it's Royal British Legion charges in now. Labour MP Tristram Hunt for the rescue charges in. I wouldn't mind. I might tweet Tristram Hunt about Warrior's Tomb getting built on. Why do they get an award then? That's the thing. It took a while to find the spirit of Blackadder and Monty Python and Carry On. So it's based around... The show's key success, in addition to the time-travelling ghost train format, it was too similar to Doctor Who and Mr. Bean. Leon also tried to develop a Dumbledore-like master storyteller. Felt too generic. The Victorians fictionalised their history. We shouldn't try to dress it up as brilliant history. For example, the Four Georges song is great, but George III was only mentally ill for a short period of his reign. It plays to stereotypes, but it's fantastic entry-level history. We took it to local schools and showed them rough cuts. Oh, they had to do something on Celts. But you have to stick to the facts of what the Celts were or how the Tudors... They did actually put the Celts in there. But I don't know how they put much in there because we didn't actually know that much about them. Not just a kids show, but a proper comedy show.